Blessings, and welcome, beautiful sovereign soul. I am Lady Drasmin. This is Dargom Oracle. And for today's pick a card, we are looking at what messages are your dreams striving to communicate with you at this time. Whenever this reading finds you is exactly when it is meant to find you. Please take the messages that resonate, use your discernment, trust your intuition. These messages are meant for clarity and confirmation. This is a timeless reading, so again, whenever this message finds you is perfect for you. If you are looking for a more in-depth personal reading, the information on how to connect with me to book a private reading is in the description box below. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am Lady Drasmin. If you are returning, thank you so much for being here and returning. Thank you everyone for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, your donations, your private reading purchases. I deeply appreciate you supporting me, supporting yourselves, supporting this channel. So we have today 3 options to choose from. Okay, there may be messages in 1, 2, or all 3 piles. So, opening the circle into which I step into, free of ego, thought, and emotion, to be a clear channel for the messages that wish to come through, in accordance with the will of the Utmost High, for the highest benefit of all who are here tuning in of their own free will to receive these messages in divine timing. So I pre-shuffled and I pulled then oracle card, 2 oracle cards, one from the Awakening Sovereignty deck and one from the Nano deck, and we're going to get the core questions and messages, and then I'm going to pull some clarifiers from tarot. Okay, so we have option 1, option 2, and option 3. Okay, they all look the same, the cards, so this is what they look like. Awakening Sovereignty is oracle deck, and this is what the Nano tech look like. So they all look the same, so just choose option 1, 2, or 3, whatever is resonating most with your highest. And let's start with option number 1. Okay, so the question is, what is a positive new capability, belief, or personal quality that you would like to develop in yourself? And the oracle that came through for you is number 6, Draconic Harmony. The message on this card says, unspoken trust blooms, human and dragon hearts entwine in peace. So the first message that I'm getting for you, group 1, is your dreams are striving to communicate with you wisdoms from your starry ancestors. Whether you believe in dragons or not, the dragons represent the ancient wisdoms that come from the cosmos through the various elemental forms, because there are many different kinds of elemental dragons. So in your dream state, you are developing a relationship with a being from the cosmic realms. Could be a dragon, could be another ascended master, primarily draconic energy, but it doesn't just have to be a dragon, right? And this relationship with this higher being is helping you with rewriting a certain belief system about yourself that is very karmic, very multi-generational, and very deeply rooted in your subconscious, which is why this work is happening in dreaming at this time. And you might be feeling the presence of this other being. So, don't be scared of it. There's nothing to be frightened about. Some of you might be fearing that this is something that's bad or malicious, or it's just scary because it's unknown. It's okay that it's unknown, okay? It is for your highest and best good. So trust this presence around you that is helping you come into this deeper peace and acceptance and the rewriting of this old belief system. All right, let's get some tarot. Oh my gosh, look at these cards. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see if I can shift this. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so much better. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is about bringing greater harmony into mind, heart, body. And then 7 of Wands. This energy kind of flew out like this. This is the energy of defensiveness, and this is what I was picking up. Some of you might be feeling a little scared or a little unsure about this being that is present in your life. They're very strong. It could be a little intimidating, if you haven't worked with angelic or higher dimensional beings before. So you're being asked to, allow this collaboration to happen. Okay, it's like you in the physical body, and these guides are wanting to come through. Could be one, could be two guides for some of you. A smaller portion of you have two beings that are wanting to come through for you, but mostly one guide. And then we get the Nine of Cups. Okay, they're here because they have heard your soul cry for help. They've heard that, they've heard your tears. They've heard your prayers asking for more guidance, more wisdom, more clarity on your path, on your purpose. Perhaps you're calling in a partner, whatever it might be. So they are here to support you with coming into that deeper self-love for yourself, that deeper love for self, so that you can attract. Look at this, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So you can attract those soul-aligned opportunities that then are going to reinforce this new belief systems that you are now creating for yourself. Let's get one final message. Yeah, Queen of Discs. Okay, this is really going to stabilize you in the physical experience. Being in the human experience can be very challenging sometimes, especially as we go through the shedding of the layers and the programs and the conditions that were put upon us by our elders, our parents, society. Most of these well-meaning intentions, but they just may be outdated, or they just don't serve you as a sovereign being because you have other values and your other belief systems, and that's okay. All right, I'm hearing that some of you are needing like that permission to break free from tradition, break free from the expectations of your multi-generations. Like for example, perhaps in your family, everybody has gone to law school, and you're like the 7th generation child who is expected to go to law school, and you don't want to go to law school. Okay, you want to go into neuroscience, but you're scared of disappointing your grandparents, breaking the family name, disappointing and upsetting people, or whatever it might be. And these higher beings that are coming through in dream space, whose presence you can feel in the conscious, in your waking life, are here to say, it's okay to be scared. And if these relationships get a little rocky, nothing is permanent. Okay, they are here to be your friends and your allies, so you don't feel alone through this breaking away process, because this breaking away process is actually aligning you with your true wealth. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, don't look at the gender here. Queen of Pentacles is a being who is able to just sit in their comfort and look at what they have created for their life, look at how they are living their everyday life, and really be satisfied with it, right? It's like, wow, I created something for myself that really makes me happy. I'm excited to get out of bed every day. I'm excited to do the work that I'm going to do. Yes, there might be challenges and struggles, and there might be deadlines and things, but these are challenges that I actually want. These are growing pains that I actually enjoy, because this is ultimately what is making me happy, and I'm doing this for me. And what makes me happy is good for everyone, because when I feel good, that's the energy that I am sending out into the world. When I am living in my authentic truth, when I am listening to my body's needs, and I am following and taking those healthy risks to start a business, or to branch away from a corporation, or to apply for a certain job, or to move to a certain city, or to start a certain relationship. It can be very challenging to break away from the old traditions of many generations. And yet for you, Group 1, I'm feeling like that's the core thing that is rewiring while you're in dream state. So practice that would really support you in your waking state. Look, Knight of Wands, I was just about to say, is writing those affirmations down. Okay, like for having them playing on the background is really great, but getting a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper, not typing, not voice noting, right, but actually writing down the new life that you are creating. Like, I am creating music, I am creating a life of discipline, because that is what's going to give me peace of mind, and that's going to align me with a life partner with whom I can travel and go on adventures with. And right now it's uncomfortable getting up at 6 a.m. every day and meditating. Right now it's not easy, to be alone and not feel the support of my family because I'm choosing to do something that's different than what's expected. Right now it can feel a little difficult, but I am doing this because this is what's best for me. And writing those things down on a piece of paper will start reinforcing what's happening in the subconscious in dream state. So your dreams are here to say, whatever changes that you are going through right now is for your highest and best good. Trust your intuition, trust the actions that you are divinely guided to take, and whatever is not meant to be in your life that is falling away, just let it fall away, because it is making room for relationships, for belief systems, for habits, for opportunities that are actually going to bring you this 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled, Queen of Pentacles, really living in wealth, in the sense of like you're not really stressing about going to work or paying your bills because you're doing work that you love. And because you're doing work that you love, the money is going to flow. Like, where if you chase money, you're always going to be unhappy. But if you dive into your happiness, the money will follow, because you attract and amplify where your energy is. So if your energy and your mind is on joy, on happiness, on fulfillment, on pleasure, on alignment, then you're just going to attract more of that in your life. Okay, so harmony, coming into deeper harmony with yourself, trust the process, and keep going, group 1. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. And now we move to group 2. Welcome, group 2. You chose this pile. This is your reading. For your message from the nanotech, the question is, what is a problem that has been on your mind in recent weeks or months? Describe this problem in great sensory detail. Words, feelings, images, sounds, tastes, and smells. And this is your oracle message from the Awakening Sovereignty deck, and it is number 18. Twin realms protectors, bound by destiny, their unity commands time's threshold guardianship. Okay, so group 2, what I'm getting from you is there is a set of ancestors. Like, they could be actually married, or they could just be ancestors from each side of your family, or 2 ancestors from different timelines in the same side of the family. But there is ancestors that are visiting you in your dream state to help you process a very difficult experience or problem that you are going through in your life right now. And they want to tell you that what you need to do right now is really sit with why this problem or why this experience is so challenging for you at this time. They want you to really go into the feelings a lot deeper than you have been allowing yourself. Okay, like, you might be thinking about it and you'll be like, yeah, I'm doing the work, but they want you to really go deep into this, because there is something here that you are not seeing that is actually once you it's like, okay, the visual that I'm getting is, it's like, it's not quite like flipping the light switch. It's almost like, and it's not quite turning the table upside down. It's like something in between turning on the light and turning the table upside down. It's like you need to shift your perspective about a certain situation that you are going through in your life that is extremely challenging for you, that is just draining your energy and really bothering you, keeping you up at night. It's like everything else is good in life except this one thing. It's like that tiny thorn at the base of your foot, and you just can't get it out because it's in an awkward place. And it's like the guidance that they're asking is to really just sit with the feelings, okay, and really get into the uncomfortable of all of the emotions that this problem, the situation is bringing up for you. And that is going to help clear the problem. It won't make it go away, but it'll help you come into greater peace with just accepting that this situation is out of your control, and there's nothing you can really do or say to control anyone or anything about around you. Like, you can ask for your needs, you can clarify your boundaries, you can make polite requests, but ultimately, the other person is a sovereign and can say no, and that can be difficult when we want something, or we feel entitled to a certain something, right? We feel like, well, I thought we had this agreement, and then that doesn't happen. We get the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So it's like, okay, one of the big feelings that's coming up for you, group 2, it's like you're having these triggers that are mirroring experiences in childhood where certain very valid needs weren't given to you, okay? Like, there were certain needs as a child that you had beyond the needs of food and shelter and clothing and love and protection. Like, there were certain needs that you had as a child that weren't given to you, or you were belittled for or shamed for. And so this current situation is bringing up that similar emotion where it's like you not getting that specific need that you recognize is a need, is bringing up these old wounds, these Page of Swords, where it's like you feel like your voice is being silent, you feel like you're being pushed into a corner, and it's bringing up the wanting to fight or flight response. And your ancestors are here to say, like, that's not going to make the problem go away, because the problem is going to repeat itself in a different form. And so you just really need to, again, shift your perspective around this certain problem that has been plaguing you. Let's get another tarot. Okay, see, yeah, 5 of Pentacles, okay? It's making you feel left out in the cold, making you feel like an outcast, making you feel like you don't belong, making you feel like, it doesn't matter how you communicate to these people, they're just like not getting you, they're not understanding. And at this point, maybe it is the other person, but your dreams are wanting to tell you that perhaps it is the other person, but ultimately that's out of your hands too. Like, even if it was the other person that's creating the problems in your life, you can still look at the current situation and find a way to navigate it. If you can't move, for example, or if these are your children that are getting on your last nerves, or it's a coworker that you just work with, if it's a situation where you don't have the option to just cut it out of your life, which sometimes is healthy, but just cutting things out of your life because it's not working is actually very toxic. It's very harmful to the psyche when you encounter conflict. Look at that 7 of Wands. As I said that, it's like you are being way too defensive about the situation, and you're making it a lot. Look, death at the bottom of the card. Okay, something is transforming within you. It's like whatever the situation is, it's just a tiny little scratch, and you're looking at it and saying, look, I've been shot and I'm fucking bleeding all over the floor, and nobody is paying attention, and it's really just a tiny scratch. Okay, not to belittle what's going on for you, okay, because it's very real and it's very alive for you, and it's tormenting you. You've literally come to this tarot reading to get some clarity. So I'm acknowledging that your experience is very real. All of your feelings are valid. What you're going through, is your experience, and you are absolutely at sovereign free will to feel whatever you want to feel about the situation. But your ancestors are here saying, hey honey, like what you're thinking is a huge problem is really not a big problem at all. It's a very small thing. It'll pass before you know it. Okay, this is coming up because you need to process some deeper lying emotions that are being triggered by this situation. This very light situation is bringing up emotions of an actually deeply intense situation experience from your past that you haven't quite processed yet. So instead of being defensive to what's going on around you or the people around you that might be loving you and supporting you in all of these wonderful ways, and yet this one thing is just not working out, step back from the situation. Step back. Go take, a time out for a few hours. Take a nap, lay in bed, or go outside and walk in the sun. Take a walk in the neighborhood. Just step away from it and just allow yourself to feel, okay? Turn off your phone, or if you have a friend or a partner that you can just curl up on and just like let them hold you so you can just feel safe and held while you feel your feelings, that's going to help you resolve your perception around the situation and help you realize that this ginormous problem, this giant anthill, is just, a little fly. And once you feel those feelings, you're going to come back into that sense of peace and harmony and go through this deep transformation where you realize like the people that are in your life right now, the situations that are in your life right now, what you're experiencing right now is actually in support of your highest and best good, and nobody's out to get you and hurt you. Okay, those are like past wounds that are being triggered so that you can heal them and clear them and move on from once and for all. All right, so that is the message that I have for you, group 2. Thank you for being here. And now moving on to group 3. Okay, so group 3, your question is, what is an important goal that you expect you will have when you are much older? Describe it in great detail. And your oracle message is number 44, Mermaid's Serenade. Enchantment echoes, mermaid's song enthralls the ocean listener. Okay, group 3, very different message from the other two meetings. Wow, readings. So group 3, your dreams are wanting you to your dreams are showing you that this project that you're working on right now, that you may just have started or that you have been putting energy and time into for a good while, that you're not yet seeing results for, is going to bear fruit. Okay, but what you need to do right now is evaluate the depth of love that you have for what you are creating, because if your heart is not fully in it, okay, it's going to feel like a drain on your energy system. And if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling like at the edge of burnout, if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm just like putting all of this energy and all of this time and all of this effort into this dream of mine, and it's just like taking for fucking ever, then the invitation is to go and get yourself in a body of water, okay? Whether it's a pool, a sauna, a bath, the ocean, like you need to submerge your body in water at this time and really allow yourself to be nourished by that liquid manna of the earth to bring you back into wholeness. When we enter a body of water, it's like returning to the womb, okay? And that's why when I figured that out for myself, see, look, 8 of Pentacles just flew out of the deck. Okay, it's like this, you've been working on this, but you're just like feeling a little like, do I keep going at this point or do I just give up? Okay, and what's happening is like you have this vision, you have this goal, but you don't have the details. And it's a little difficult to say because you don't want to put too much detail on what you are working towards, because you don't want to limit the blessings that God may have for you that may be a lot bigger than what you're putting in. What I'm saying is like what your dreams are saying rather is like, do you have clear goals that you're working with? For example, like if you're saying, oh, I want more clients. Well, what does that mean? Do you want 3 more clients a month? Do you want 30 more clients a month? Do you want 300 more clients a month? Like those kinds of specifics is what your dreams are asking you to tap into. Instead of saying, I want to make more money, make it very clear. I want to be making $8,000 a month. Okay, instead of saying I want to go on vacation, say I am going on to vacation in Bali for 4 weeks. Okay, like getting clear in that sense and letting the details of course come in divinely is the clarity that you're being asked to. So that way when you're working towards your goals, you're like, maybe you've been working on things and you're like, I want more clients, and you have a new client and you're still saying, I want more clients. Well, God's like, but I just gave you a client. So you're feeling like you're not being heard, but you actually did get one new client. You just weren't clear that you wanted 10 new clients. So you just got one, right? Or maybe you're like, I just wanted 3, and then all of a sudden you have 30 and you're feeling overwhelmed. So you have to get clear on your numbers. Like, this is something that I have learned in my process of mama manifestation. Like when I first started, I was like, oh, I want love, I want friendship, I want support. And I was getting love and friendship and support, but it wasn't necessarily the support that I wanted. Okay, I was getting like all kinds of weird support. I'm like, this isn't the kind of support I want. And it was making me crazy until I realized, oh, you have to get very specific with what you are asking for and what you are calling in. Okay, it's not enough to say like, I want a big house. Say I want a house with 5 bedrooms, a big kitchen, a sunroom, a garden, a greenhouse, east facing windows, south facing front door. Get clear on those details, because the more clear you are, the more detailed that you are, that you put into your envisionings and manifestations, you're going to realize that you might already have reached a lot of those goals, right? Look at this, the Emperor. The Emperor is about that structure and stability, about having arrived at that point where it's like, wow, okay, now I can control the steering wheel, so to speak, of my life. Okay, it's interesting because we have the number 44 here, we have the number 8 here, we have the number 4 here. So you might be seeing a lot of 4s and 8s. 4 is about your stability. You are working on your foundation, and your dreams want to tell you like your foundation is really strong. So please stop stressing out about whether your foundation is going to hold, these bigger things that you are calling in. Get out of the stagnation of the stuck energy by getting clear on what kind of goals you want to be reaching, okay? Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Okay, communicate with God, with Goddess, with life, with yourself very clearly what your goals are, what your money goals are, what your business goals are, what your friendship goals are, what your partnership goals are, what your house goals are, and that's going to bring a lot more peace and make you not feel like you're just sitting there with all of these blessings, but nothing's really what you want. And it's like making you like kind of disgusted. Like, yeah, I want a girlfriend, but then you meet somebody that's like, doesn't, they're like, they don't really check all your boxes. Okay. It's like, oh, well, you didn't clarify what kind of partner you wanted, right? Like, if you want a partner, you have to be very specific. Like, I want someone who makes good money, who takes care of their body, who cooks really well, who's a musician, okay? And like these kinds of details help to refine your order. Like, think about it this way. It's like you're making a custom order. Okay, and you're not gonna have control over how the order is made, but you get to choose your custom order. Do you want beans or no beans? Do you want rice or tortilla? And that's going to help you bring peace of mind, because you're going to see like like 9 of Swords. Okay, you're in your head way too much about what you could be doing more of, when the answer is to just like step back from the situation, breathe a little bit, get into a body of water to reset your energy system and to get clear on what those goals are, and cross them off as they happen for you. So you can see that list of accomplishments, okay? Like I had a goal last month I was like, I want new subscribers for my poetry blog. And I got 10 new subscribers. And I was like really grumpy about it. And then I realized, oh, I didn't clarify that I wanted 10 paying subscribers. So I got 10 subscribers, but because I didn't put that keyword paying, only one of them is paying. And I had to laugh at myself, because we're always in this journey of learning how to use our words. So see this as an opportunity for you to refine your language and for you to get even clearer on what it is that you're calling in, and be okay with voicing that. Okay, you want to make $60,000 a month? Okay, voice it. It may take you a little more work to get to that point, but you might be making $30,000 a month, and then you'll be like, wow, okay, I'm actually halfway to my goal. I'm doing pretty damn good. Okay, and this is the 8 of Pentacles. It's 2 more steps away from the 10. So you're a lot closer to achieving this important goal than you might have realized. Okay, so that's what your dreams want to say. It's you're a lot closer than you realize. It's time to just take a step back, get yourself in a body of water to reset your energy, and get very clear on the details of these goals that you have for yourself in your personal and your professional life. All right? So those are the messages that I have for you, Group 3. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have been with me and you have been watching all 3 readings, thank you so much for being here. If these messages resonate with you, hit that like button, that subscribe button, so you stay updated for my next readings. If you're interested in working with me, all the information to connect with me is in the description box below. Thank you again for being here. If you have ideas on different kinds of pick-a cards that you would like me to tap energy into and pull from, go ahead and comment down below. Leave me your suggestions. I love hearing from you. Thank you again for being here. Closing the circle now, releasing all the guides who have been here with love and gratitude. Releasing my energy, releasing your energy. Until we meet again, take care of your beautiful selves. Hydrate, nourish, breathe, and remember, you are love, here to love, and to be loved. Bye for now.